Now, one of the common sentiments of non-knife people when they accidentally encounter a knife video on YouTube is, why doesn't this a-hole just use a box cutter? I figured it out at 17 when I worked at a Piggly Wiggly. He has a whole channel about pocket knives, and this unlimited supply of cardboard would be better served by a box cutter. They call it that for a reason. It's in the name. Okay, you know what? I hear you. Which is why non-knife person who found this video and is still watching, and sounds very similar to my own voice. Today, what I have here for you is an Artisan box cutter review. None of that Milwaukee shit. And it's the Serge Razor Slipjoint Generation 2. And we're at the dimensions time. Segment, part, section, you know. Yeah, there's a whole category of small batch Artisan box cutters. None of the peasants DeWalt on this channel. And if mid-grade box cutters tweak you out, I hope you don't find out about pry bars or the Hawk shortcut. Now, I'm not what you call a box cutter guy. I'm kind of like what you call a nothing guy, you know, not really into anything. Are there box cutter guys? You know what? There have to be. You know, I'm thinking they work at Trader Joe's, Whole Foods during their day, doing their little handkerchief dumps for their feed in the break room. They think no one's looking, or they know people are looking, right? That's Caden. He has 300,000 followers on TikTok. He's pretty chill if you get to know him. The Gen Z coworkers whispering reverently behind him. See, Gen Z, it's accepted to have a popular social media account. Now me, walking up as a Gen Xer, you know, with my story unprompted.
Yeah, I used to have a Stanley. I lost it somewhere eventually, and that box cutter is actually responsible for my first on-the-job injury, guys. You know, I slipped while I was opening a box of coffee. Probably some shitty Folgers. Man, that store owner was pissed I had to get stitches in my finger because he had to pay for it. He was so cheap. I hated him. He hated me. You know, and I guess maybe the stitches were worth it. The man, am I right?
You're our direct supervisor, sir.
Nah, man. Promotion ceremony's next week. Anyway, what's the plan for tonight, everyone? You know I'm good for a sixer of IPAs, Lagunitas. I'll buy you guys some beer if you want.
I'm gonna report his ass to HR. He's such a creep.
Now, as far as box cutters go, I have this American line brand here, which definitely is a sign it wasn't made in America. You know, you got your big handle, lanyard hole back there for some corporate flair. Looks good in a toolbox, a little tip out front. Now, comparatively speaking, you get to use more of the blade on the Serge Razor Gen 2, along with it being compact and having a pocket clip too. Although you're going to have to use a torque set, not like a coin in your pocket, which do people carry coins in their pocket anymore? This one here uses a T6 bit to swap out the blade. Now, in the description below is a decent torque set I bought off Amazon. It's a Weha, you know, those are pretty good, which is a proper influencer's tool set with properly hardened bits. You got to maintain your tools, guys, right? I saw it in an EDK video, you know, K being for Caden, with his best damn EDC style lighting scheme, his LUT, you know, everything kind of fades into shadows. You know the one I'm talking about. Now, as far as functionality goes, the Razor has a strong back spring with a half stop like Serge's slip joints do. It is a stronger pull than his slip joints. It's about perfect for me, and I have enough real estate to grab onto and open it with the old crusties, a two-handed opening. Additionally, it has a nice pop back when you pop it with your thumb. Looking at the handle here, we got G10, and there's going to be several variations, different colors of G10. I believe there's going to probably be a titanium version too. So here's some olive drab OD G10. Maybe it's green. I'm not sure if I understand the difference between olive drab G10 and green G10, but, you know, it's not like I've been doing this for years. Pocket clip is also similar to the slip joints he makes. Stone washed here. It's not swappable. It's a slip joint, so does it really need to be? Now, I say that, but there's someone already typing out a spicy one in the comments about pocket clip orientation. It's got some cuss words in it, not being able to swap it. You know, people like E.D. Caden, he's a lefty. He understands the plight of the lefty. He wouldn't talk down to his followers and make fun of left-handed people, would he? And counterpoint, because of the thinness of the top of a razor blade, it works better in the left pocket because it won't catch the corner of your right pocket. Now, I'd wager the Artisan denim guys work at Trader Joe's, so in that case, right pocket carry would help break in those 21-ounce cuffed iron hearts. And of course, you know that Caden's only into unsanforized denim. Comparisons. First, the Razor. Apparently, I'm comparing it to itself here. Okay, you know what? How about with the standard box cutter? You know, as you can see, there's a bit of difference here. You got to know the intricacies of the design. That's what influencers are for, right? To tell you the things you're seeing on screen. Now, it's more pocket friendly than a standard box cutter, but you know, yeah, that standard box cutter's all ergos, guys. You know, one-handed opening. I mean, this one, the Serge, requires 2 hands, like a slip joint. But you do have more edge to work with on the Serge, and the blade sits up a little bit, so the blade is more accessible to cutting. I know you can pop out the blade and reverse it, so you can get more cutting edge and get more life out of your razors. But, you know, here you got more of the edge to work with. Although, think about the food prep you could do with the box knife here in the break room, you know? Great TikTok. Now the Serge slip joint. Now this is a great one. Hopefully he'll do another run of these in the future. Both are thin in the pocket. This one has a titanium stone-washed handle. You know, Serge does the stone-washed look. For size, how about let's compare it to something more people are familiar with, the Benchmade Proper. This one had its back spring replaced by Sean Ya, so it made it a lot better. The back spring on a standard Benchmade Proper is not super wonderful. Of course, Sean made this knife for me. You know, I've always planned on doing a video for it, but it's awesome and it's one of my favorites. And of course, the big emptiness, the thing you're not seeing here is the Hawk shortcut missing, because I ain't got the money for it right now. $450. You got the drops. I missed out on the drops. I didn't have the $450 at the time of the drop. You know how it is. All right, that about does it. As you know, Serge makes nice shit. Thanks to him for sending me this for review. His productions and customs are all pretty awesome. And I'm working on a video for his upcoming super fidgety Rager. It's got a button lock and you can pop it. And then the Serge Model 3 watch. Now, follow his Instagram, subscribe to his newsletter so you can be informed of his drops. He's always putting something out because he's a real madman. He does it all. Coins, all kinds of knives. He's always creating something new. While you're at it, say hi to the patrons. They make the 4K magic happen, you know. ED Caden doesn't have 4K. Also, you get it, dude? ED.
I told you he was a creep, and Caden does have 4K. His lighting is so much better.
So like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching.